Now we're joined by defender Kamal Miller. We'll get started with questions. First, Michelle Kaufman.
Kamal, what can you describe from the defensive standpoint what happened on their 3 goals? If you could just kind of go through the 3, what do you think went wrong in the defensive end on each of the 3 goals?
I think on their 3 goals, it was just mental lapses. I think they were pretty easy goals, and since I've been here, we haven't really been conceding soft goals like that, so I'm very disappointed in the way they scored their 3 goals. They only really created off of our mistakes, so the fact that we gave them 3 easy goals is pretty frustrating. But yeah, I felt like throughout the game as a whole, we defended pretty well, especially when we were throwing numbers forward and chasing the game. I think Chris and myself, DeAndre, we did pretty okay back there dealing with their attackers in such big spaces 1v1, but those 3 crucial moments in the game costed us tonight, so it sucks.
Franco.
Kamal, you guys in the first half didn't play particularly well, didn't get a shot on target, not a shot at all. But you guys did improve with the ball once Serhi came out and you guys switched the system a bit there. Why do you think the initial system didn't work? Why did you think the back 5 against this Orlando City team didn't work for those first 20, 25 minutes?
I would have to disagree with you a little bit. I think we controlled the game in the first half. Possession-wise, there were times during the half where we had the ball 35 yards away from their goal, connected 30 passes, and just couldn't find that final pass. So I think that's normal in football. That's something we got to work on the training ground, is how to get the ball to Josef and Leo in the right areas. I think we created a lot of half chances. Franco had a lot of crosses. DeAndre had crosses. Coco had crosses. So I think we're just missing the final touch, but
Do you think things got better once you guys went from the back 5 to the back 4?
I think, yeah, it's clear to see that we grew into the game, definitely, but I would have to disagree with what you said. I think we did pretty well to start the game. It was just missing that final touch, or we didn't pull the trigger enough, or little things. I don't think it had anything to do with the tactics.
Andrea, then Ian.
Kamal, since you've come to Inter Miami, you have played almost every game. Can you talk a little bit about what's the responsibility that the coaching staff told you they were bringing you for, and if it was to be part of that back 5 or that tactic that we see change so much in the games, during the games, and before the games?
Yeah, my first phone call with Phil. He told me right away that I was going to be needed as much as possible, be prepared to play every minute. So this is something I was prepared for. I love the responsibility and trust that they put on me, that the organization put in me. So yeah, I just want to keep going out there and showing what I could do and bring as much quality I can to this team and to this backline.
Ian, then Javier.
Thanks, Rafa. You can feel sort of the frustration that the guys have, that Phil has as well right now. And just, you came during the 6-game losing streak. How does it compare, the feeling right now, to when that was? And how do you get out of this right away, knowing that you have that Open Cup game a couple days away?
This one hits definitely a bit harder. Since I've been here, this is probably the loss that feels the toughest. Just simply a derby game. You always want to win these games, especially at home and for your fans. But the spirit has been great, honestly. When I came in, I wouldn't have known the team had lost 6 games in a row if I wasn't aware. The way the team works hard, and right away, my first day in training, we were working hard and good spirits, and we all have so much love for each other and laughing, and we want to do well and win games. So I don't really think this loss and the past 2 losses are going to affect the spirit of the locker room. I think we're going to keep going, and we know we're very close to being that team that everyone can see in us. So yeah, I think the spirit's going to be high. We go again in 2 days, so there's no time for that.
We'll do last 2 questions, Javier, and then Xavier.
The coach mentioned lack of concentration
Yeah.
as one of the problems today. Why do you think that this happened?
Yeah, I think there's no real explanation for why. I think it's just wasn't our day. These are the crucial moments that win and lose football games, right? So we got punished in the lack of concentration. We had some opportunities to punish them well, didn't quite put them away. So today, football's up and down. Today we're the team that got punished. It's unfortunate and such a big game and in front of our fans, but yeah, that, like I said earlier, that lack of concentration hasn't really been us. We went to better places, Columbus on the road, and defended well for 90-plus minutes. So this lack of concentration is not really in our DNA. So definitely go back to the drawing board and see how we can not lose concentration in these crucial moments.
Last question, Javier.
Good evening, Kamal. When you're in the defense, who do you look for in the midfield? Who's that person in the three quarters up to who would be able to create or do that special play for the team to actually, have a chance to score, a clean score? Because it seems like it's confusing. It's always off to the side and across. We haven't seen someone take someone on or put a pass through for a clean goal. Who is that supposed to be on this team right now?
I think we have so many different ways of scoring. We have two good targets in the box, so crossing is a good idea to those guys who score a lot of goals. Like I said, it just wasn't we just lacked that little bit of quality in the final third, but we have a variety of ways to score and a lot of special players who we try to get on the ball, like Nico and Josef and Leo had some good link-ups in the first half where they had opportunities to get shots off. And yeah, I think the attack was decent today. I think we controlled the game. I don't know how much possession we had, but there were times where we had the ball in their half for 5 minutes straight, and we're just connecting passes. So we just have to find a way to break down teams that are going to play like that. I think a lot of teams are going to play like that against us, and yeah, something we have to work on in training.
Thank you, Kamal, and thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
Recording.